Well, it's taken quite a while, but I finally finished all the electrical and all the engineering on the vehicle. Over the last year, I've installed a new radiator, a lot of new electronics, all the internal panels, dashboard, and console. I've also added some remote electronics, door poppers, and electric windows, all controlled by a wireless key fob. She's got a pretty rockin' stereo, a 500 watt Class D amplifier, as well as 6 speakers, 2 subs. I can now concentrate on finishing the car out, that is paint and interior. There's still a bit of tune-up to do, but all in all it runs pretty darn good. Okay, well this is kind of a walk around here. I'm getting to the point where I'm going to be painting it soon. So the only things left on the body work is just the last of the body work and painting, which will be happening soon because I finished the interior. Alright, so let's take a look under the hood. Since last time, I've had to make some changes here. I had to build new brackets and move these 2 bottles back so I could fit this big radiator in here. I was having slight coolant problems. It would run fine, but it would start getting hot, so I wanted to put a supercharger cooler here on it. It's a big, thick Griffin 2-core radiator with a 3600 CFM fan on it, with a custom-built shroud. Everything's closed off in here, and I've got this wing built here with a piece of the foam rubber, so when you close the hood down it rests against here and doesn't allow the hot air to get sucked back in. I'm pulling air here from inside the foot box, so everywhere down here is pulling air. I'm pulling it through the air conditioner condenser right here, which is mounted to the back side of the radiator, and it's all hooked up and working. The air conditioner works, and it works great. So all of this is closed off right here. So I pull cool air from the back and I blow it out the nose, and a whole ton of air comes out this nose piece down here. Seems to be working fine. Over 100-degree temperatures, driving around, and it does not overheat. Well, I've installed some electronics on the car since last time. I have a door popper. Pops the door open. That's accomplished with this heavy-duty solenoid here in the door, coming up over a pulley, attaching to the arm here. So if you watch the handle, it opens the door. Notice that the lights also blink twice. You can see that I have the window in here. I also have some window motor units here that go up inside the door, come around behind the window actuator, and it's recessed back so that it'll just be able to get a panel straight over there, so there won't be anything on it. The window switches are right here built into the console. So this is up, and you just have to touch it. It goes up, and touch it, and it goes down. This is also accomplished with the key fob. Roll the window up, roll the window down. It does this on both sides. It's hard to hit the button. Okay. You can see I had to get quite a bit of wires into the door here. Here's the window, still runners. Here are the speakers. These are 300 watt Pioneer three-way in the door. All my wires come through a wire loom here that I built myself. I couldn't find one that really would do the job, so I created this little flex tube here that goes inside the car, back down inside of here, and all the wires come through here and make a loop so that when the door closes, they don't bind up. And I can have my door popper, my window unit, and my speaker all up inside the door because I was able to bring wires through on the A-pillar there. As you can see here, I've sealed up everything underneath here. I built this console from scratch. These little cup holders down here, little power outlet here, all these panels. This will all be covered with something. I'm probably thinking carpet down on the bottom and a nice leather or some type of vinyl or something up here at the top. But it's all closed in with the dynamite material over here. All the wiring is sealed. Everything's sealed up behind this panel right here. Console was built mainly out of MDF, and it's got a little box here at the back. It comes up, opens, closes. Alright, I got a Pioneer D44 high definition receiver. I built this little box underneath here. These are my cup holders made out of some 3-inch ABS, little rubber caps in here. Comes down here. Here's my switches for my windows. Comes around here. This boot's in here just kind of temporarily. When this thing's finished, I'm planning on having like a little plate that comes around here and comes up all the way up to here and kind of goes up a little bit onto this piece. But here's the center console piece, manufactured to go around the key on this side. Connects to the back side of this dash panel, so it's about an inch behind this thing. Then I've got my vents built into some custom pieces that I had to create here to hold the vent in place. Comes up here. Here's my glove box. Works pretty good. Again, that's another like boat latch. Pretty nice, flat black. Air conditioner vents, hazard switch, my 3 aftermarket gauges, my gauge cluster over there. Everything works and functions. This is at this point this has all been painted with like a bed liner type material, just kind of toughen it up. And I'm going to spray it with some other stuff, or I'm going to actually cover this with leather or something when it comes down to it. But I've got the custom, or the binnacle that came off of the MR2, cut and fit around my dashboard here. So those are the factory gauges in there. Here's a shot of how everything goes together in the back here. This is thin sheet metal right here. Goes up and comes around the seat belt. The seat belt comes by the pole right here in this opening. So when you pull on the seat belt, it comes right out. These little lids here, I'm gonna have to build a little trim plate around the end here yet, and I'm gonna cover all this with carpeting. And this piece here has got a lot of heat shielding underneath it. A big, thick 3/4 inch piece of foam and some of that 1500 degree shield on it. You can see my speakers are wired up there. Fits over the little box here. My stereo consists of this Pioneer head unit. Down underneath here behind this panel is a 500 amp Rockford Fosgate Class D amplifier. It's powering the front speakers here, which are 300 watt Pioneers, 3-way. And in the back, it's powering the 6x9 Pioneer, 400 watt, 3-way. And behind the seats, 6.5 inch pile subwoofer on both sides of the car.